People all over the world want to be entertained. There's one nation that's putting their money where their mouth is. This is China's mega stadiums. China is in the throes of a multi-billion-dollar splurge on new football stadiums, ramping up ambitions to be a superpower in the sport and host a World Cup as early as 2030. There are around 3.5 million sport venues in China as of December 2019, still relatively small compared to the country's population. The first city in the world to host both the Summer and Winter Olympic Games in 2008 and 2022, Beijing, for the first time in Olympic history, where all venues were powered by renewable energy. So, is it only Beijing that has state-of-the-art sports stadiums? China is full of stunning state-of-the-art sports stadiums, and today we will tour the biggest iconic landmark stadiums in China. They are the showcase venues of each city and discuss the fate of the most expensive and biggest stadium in the world, the Evergrande Guangzhou Football Stadium, to have costed almost $1.7 billion, rivaling North Korea's with a capacity of 150,000 seats. Let's start with a mega multi-purpose stadium closer to home, and that's Chongqing. Here are the biggest, most expensive, glitzy, and innovative stadiums in China that are not only beautifully conceived and architecturally impressive, but fan-focused, socially sustainable, and high-tech. Most stadiums provide extensive public green areas, swimming facilities, indoor arenas, multi-use stadiums, often with surrounding sports facilities, like a large-sized training pitch for football and a large set of tennis, basketball, volleyball courts, and other open-air sports facilities. And there are more venues that are currently under construction in cities and towns across the country. Some say they will never get used, so why build more? Well, as of February 2022, China's National Development and Reform Commission, the NDRC, the country's top economic planner, will invest $331 million to build an additional 185 sport venues, including sport parks, national fitness centers, and public facilities for outdoor sports, in a bid to provide better infrastructure and services to boost national fitness. let's go back to construction of the world's most expensive and extravagant football stadium, estimated at $1.7 billion US. Extravagant football stadium estimated at $1.7 billion US, with seating capacity for over 100,000 people. When completed, it will be the biggest stadium in China, capable of hosting world-class games. The construction of the lotus-shaped football stadium, which has had many designs, began in April 2020 and shortly halted in August of 2021. The stadium was seized by the Chinese government with plans to sell the incomplete stadium to another company or transfer ownership to a state-owned construction investment group. Upon completion, it will be an iconic landmark design as a lotus flower inspired by the endemic flower of the Guangzhou's reputation as Flower City. We've included a few concept designs of the stadium.